Welcome back to another episode of Gambler's Grind Podcast. It's your boy Make a Wish here to give you a nice little quick recap of yesterday's games. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I sure do hope you grinders out there decided to not follow my picks because, well, the parlay picks. Because we went 1 for 4. 1 for 4 with the money line over under parlay. That was on a pretty night. I told you guys to take that spread for the Heat. I went money line. Both were just a big no. So actually before I get into that. And then we have the only thing we hit was that over. The over 200. Over 199 for the Heat Celtics game. Everything was just a bad no. The Clippers did not show up to play yesterday. Mavericks just went to work, and then they took it over top of the overscore. Just because, why not, So, all that being said, let's do a quick recap of what happened yesterday. Because I wasn't going to get into this because I'm not going to look too much at the past per se. But I was talking to my boys about this yesterday, about these games, and the expectation was the Heat to do a little more. And so I actually went through the numbers today a little bit just to see shits and giggles, you know what I'm saying? Shits and giggles. So basically what happened, right? Excuse me. Our boy Bam went to work. He became the shooter extraordinaire for the team. Shot 10 for 26 for the night. 10 for 26. I mean, that's not too bad per se, but it's not great coming from a center, Especially, I heard that he actually wasn't down low. So he actually became more almost a perimeter shooter more this time, which is not what I needed. And it actually really affected his rebounds because he kind of played like Al Horford was playing. And that was not what I was expecting. Not one bit, especially when you guys are supposed to play more defense, trying to attain the ball a little more to do a little more work. Our boy Tyler Hero went 1 for 8 for threes. Actually, they meet those numbers for the big things. So they shot. This is what we need for the team. 41.4% for field goals, all right? And get this. 3 for 29 from the three-point range. 10.3%. That's a bad look. And then, like I said, my prediction was that they're going to be more active in the paint because you have Porzingis not being in the game. And they were only able to obtain 10 free throw attempts total. 10 free throw attempts. That was everything that I expected for that game. Oh, yeah. By the way, Jaime Hawkins not being there kind of took away some of the shooting power, which that was one thing I was kind of maybe accounting for. But as I said, though, I expected more defense and more down low play and try to cover more paint play. That's what I was expecting. That was not the case, considering the fact that Porzingis was out, like I said. But that's irrelevant, though, because like I said, those numbers there, they were shooting more on the outside. We had 2 people at 10 points. 2 people above 10 points. And the rest of the bench was sad to say the least. Going on the Celtics side, though, quick talk about that. They were 54.5% for field goals for the day. And get this, 16 for 40. 16 for 40. 40% from the three-point range. All right, and actually, speaking of free throws, they were 66.7%. 18 for 27. All right, those numbers make the world of difference. They seemed to me that they were more down low. That they were taking more advantage of the fact that Porzingis was down there, and neither was Bam down low. So who got the rebounds that game? Tatum. Tatum got most rebounds of that game. That's ridiculous. Oh, did not see that coming whatsoever. But that's irrelevant. Like I said, they just Boston had a better game plan, and they were able to take a better situation, take advantage of the game. And they were the better team the entire time. There was never a knock whatsoever about that. They were definitely a better team. Congrats to them. Let's see what happens going to the second round, which I might have to make a video for that too. But this one, like I said, that wasn't really too surprising there. Let's go to the real game that I was actually really surprised by. All right, because while I looked at this, halfway through the second quarter, just about, and we had so many basically missed shots coming from the Clippers side of things. Clippers. What were they doing for us this day? They did not seem to have an answer offensively whatsoever. I imagine, like I said before, typically at home games, the bench is able to be more alive and be more fluid and do more things because they have the home crowd behind them amping them up. In this game here, actually, let me quick count to see how many points came from the starters and none. The regular people did the regular work here, but it was nothing to be impressed by. We had Paul George 4 for 13, played 33 minutes. A lot of time, a lot of missing. Yeah, a bunch of free throws though, 5 for 6, which that helps. But he ended with 15 points. That didn't help too much. We had James Harden, 2 for 12. Ended the game with a 7-piece. 1 for 7 at 3 points. So yeah, actually, they go down to that. So they shot 37.9% for field goals, 25.7% for 3-pointers, 9 for 35. So 1 for every 4 3-point shots they shot made a bucket. Let's go to the Maverick side for that. 54% for field goals, all right? 35.9% for 3-point range. 14 for 39. So just in 3-pointers alone, we have a difference of just 5. 5 free throws, 5 3-pointers is 15 points. 93 plus 15, that at least puts them a little closer to what the hell would happen had to get popped. I still am on the side of the Clippers having the better team, but unfortunately, this team just dropped the ball offensively and defensively. Because like I said, Mavericks just ran away with the game. Like I said, my boy was telling me that it could be the fact that they had just the younger legs. They were seemed to be potentially more energized because here the Clippers went through the entire bench. Everyone got points except for the last guy, except for Kobe Brown. Everyone got points. Everyone got time. So it seemed like they needed to get they need to get the other people in the game to have the starters and the people who need to score points, get some rest and have them rethink their life and strategies going on, And that was not the case, obviously. So, I mean, it happens. It happens to the best of us. However, though, unfortunately, this was a pivotal game. Pivotal. Because Mavericks came into Clippers court, took the win, and now they're going to go back to their own court and try to close out. So if Clippers can muster up the strength to force a game 7, let's see what happens. And I was completely incorrect with missing Kawhi, because Kawhi being there or Kawhi not being there, Mavericks are shown supposed to be the better team. That may not be how I feel. I actually look at the numbers exactly to see exactly who's doing what better offensively, defensively. But yeah. Clippers defense, without that defense, they can't do anything against the Mavs. And that was one thing I just say that I felt Mavericks were definitely the team to be able to potentially take out the Nuggets. Just because of offense alone. But we'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. All that being said, Game 6 is going to be interesting. It's going to be a make or break. Clippers hold on to the series and stretch this Game 7, or Mavericks going to run over them all over again. Let's see you next time. And with that being said, we will take that off until the next. Going to the picks. Happy gambling grinders. Let's make this money.